You are now listening to or watching the It Takes All Kinds podcast.
Yeah, and if you aren't, you can head over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify and listen to us now. Or head on over to Drib on YouTube and watch the video version as well.
And if you'd like to stay up to date on when we're releasing a new episode or any other fun information about the podcast, you can give us a follow on Instagram at It Takes All Kinds Podcast and on Twitter at ITAC Podcast. That's ITAK Podcast.
Without saying much else, we hope you enjoy this episode.
Welcome back, everybody. It's your favorite show on the internet, the Joe Rogan Podcast. I got my co-host here, Joe Rogan.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
You guys ever tried sniffing horse teeth?
You guys ever tried DMT?
That's not funny, dude. You know I'm going to be on the Joe Rogan show next week. I don't know why you would make that fun of that. Guys, you are listening to episode 32, and it is October 11th when we are recording this episode, but you are hearing this on, also October 11th, Columbus Day. Let's get that right. Just kidding. It's Indigenous Peoples Day.
God bless the USA.
We'll get to that in a minute, though. And you are hearing this on Friday, October 15th. Ooh, scary. October.
Mid-September.
Yeah, right in the middle, right smack down in the middle of September.
Wake me up when September ends. That's my Billy Joe Armstrong.
Billy Joel.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I just remembered okay. Shoot, I'll figure that. I'll remember that later. Yeah, it's Columbus Day today, as it used to be previously known.
Yeah, he treated Indians very well.
Right, Gavin. Indians is what they like to be called. I've heard.
Yes,
I think that's the term that they like to go by. No, all jokes here. We are not those kinds of people, and we will not call them that.
They are Native Americans.
But this song is for all of the Columbuses out there. Name your favorite Columbus.
Ohio.
There you go.
Who's your favorite Columbus?
Columbus Pictures. They make the movies.
That's Columbia.
Christopher Columbus.
Christopher Nolan.
Do you think they were related?
Mm-hmm. Every American be traced back to Native American Columbus.
That's what I've heard.
That was some of the most broken English I've ever spoken in my life.
We'll get the ESL to spell that out for us on the chat. We'll cut that right there. This is the third episode of the month of Halloween, as we like to call it here, the It Takes All Kinds podcast, also known as ITAC. Oh, that's pretty good. Did you get a Halloween soundboard? No.
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 I also real quickly want to shout out our social media pages where I have been posting on a weekly basis for a pie chart.
Uh-huh.
I've been posting for the past 2 weeks clips from each of our previous episodes. I just uploaded one today.
Carson just can't get enough. Like what he did was he transferred the power of the social media over to me, and this dude just won't get the hell off of these social media accounts. He spends so much time on social media.
I'm talking to the fans.
Yeah,
I'm on the Discord.
Yeah, he's in the Discord.
On our Discord.
Link in bio.
Lincoln Memorial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, I just can't. It's not even that I can't get off of the accounts. I'm just a power-hungry bitch.
Yeah.
And I just
can't get enough.
I grew up in a world where I didn't have enough power, and now I need it all.
Yeah.
And speaking of...
Because you didn't get into art school, right?
No, they wouldn't let me come in.
They locked the doors.
Well, the doors weren't wide enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Should try switching to salads. So, Gavin, I don't even know how you actually
seriously start considering.
Speaking of getting through the door, I don't know how you got in here with all the paparazzi outside, dude, because I don't know if you heard, but
I know
I was on a
you were on a magazine cover.
No, a Clothing of the Arts hoodie, clothingofthearts.com, Instagram, Clothing of the Arts, which is one of my vintage accounts.
Clothing of the Arts.
Yeah, carts,
Yeah, smoking carts.
Cart.
Yeah.
Smoking cart. Smoking carts.
Smoking carts.
It's one of my vintage. It's my main vintage company.
One of his vintages.
One of my vintages. And it's like my curated website where I post like things that fall under the category of the arts. Blah, blah, blah. So anyways, the story goes, I won't tell the full story. Maybe we'll say that for another show.
No, go ahead. Share the whole story. Why don't you take up the whole show?
That'll take. Well, I did ask you if you had anything.
I'm just kidding.
Dude, you were supposed to not say you were kidding. We were supposed to act like we were getting in an argument.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah, dude.
All right. All right. Take two.
Hold on. Take two.
Shit, what's my line? What did I say?
Take three.
Yeah, dude, I don't want to share the whole story right now because it'll take up a
Yeah, why don't you just take up the whole show? Why don't you?
Okay, well, I don't want to. I think that'll be good. I think that should work.
Okay, cut it there.
So, 2 years ago, I went and sold vintage clothes, not sold anything else.
Sold some carts.
I sold some carts.
Yeah, some cartons of cigarettes.
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 Cigarette.
Cigarettes.
You got the marinara, the mozzarella, the cigarette.
The cigarettes.
The cigarettes. Oh, grazie, cigarettes.
Uh-huh.
Cigarettes. I
certified
sold
Italian
some
over
vintage
here.
clothes to some guys in the band. Neck deep.
Neck deep in what?
That putty.
Shit. Shit.
I'm gonna fuck with you. So, take two. So I sold a bunch of vintage clothes to them, and literally like a week before, well, for a while before, I wanted to get these hoodies printed, and a week before I finally did it because I wanted to make sure I had hoodies to give to them or sell to them hoodies, and so I got the hoodies in, and I gave one to the lead singer and the lead guitar player because they were the ones who I reached out to and who also reached out to me about some other things and about coming out to sell to them.
Mm-hmm.
They were the ones who invited me to the show. Got to watch the whole show. It was a fucking once-in-a-lifetime experience. Well, hopefully not once-in-a-lifetime, but once-in-a-lifetime as of right now experience.
You'll get there one day, I don't think.
That I'll literally never forget. Seeing Blink-182, front row, all that shit.
All the small things.
We can't say our version. It's too inappropriate.
It is.
It's funny, though. So, yeah, I got to do that, and I gave the leads, like I said, I gave them each one of these hoodies.
Not Blink-182.
Not Blink-182. They didn't get shit because they didn't give me shit. Travis
You're
Barker.
Not getting anything. I think I just got blown out there.
Well, shit, you just shut down the whole show.
I did. You're not getting anything until you actually give me some shit.
All the small things. Oh shit, they're coming for us. Travis Barker's here. He showed up with Courtney Kardashian, and he's gonna burst in the frosted doors.
Yeah. Somebody hit on the walls. Somebody's hitting my walls.
Someone hit the wall. So, yeah, they each got a hoodie.
Yeah.
And I was just like, they're not gonna wear it, you know.
You're like, throwaway hoodie. Here's a free.
It was just like let's see if they like it, you know.
Yeah.
Like just kind of like hey, like here's some hoodies I made.
Here's
for
some
my
Gildan hoodies that
Literally
I printed in my house for free.
I didn't print them in my house. It definitely wasn't for free. It was quite a.
No.
That was a decent amount.
You printed them for free.
So, anyways, they. Like, not even a week later, I saw a picture of them wearing, well, actually, it was a picture of the lead singer wearing the hoodie first on somebody's Snapchat story that they reposted, and I was like, holy shit, like, that's crazy, he actually wore it.
It's the only hoodie he owns, actually.
Well, I'll get to that in a second. But and then like a shit ton more pictures showed up of him wearing it, and one of the pictures was one that all the guys in Blink-182 and all the guys in Neck Deep posted of Blink-182 and Neck Deep together, and Ben from Neck Deep was wearing the hoodie in the picture, which was like all over Instagram, and I was like, holy shit, that's crazy. And then he wore it another time. So there's 2 Instagram posts of his, one with Blink-182 and then one
without Blink-182.
Without Blink-182, just him by himself, where it's like prominently shown. And I was like, that's insane.
Like
and to this day, I still don't think he knows what it's from, because I didn't hit him up with my Clothing of the Arts account. I hit him up with my Double Cup Vintage account. And like even at the time, he's like, oh, what's this? And I was like, oh, it's my other vintage account where I blah, blah, blah. And I explained it to him. But like, and he might not even remember it's from
boring.
Me. So he wore it a bunch, which was super cool. And I think the reason he did is because like nobody wants to do laundry on tour. So if you get a clean hoodie, you're going to wear it. And also my assumption is he probably didn't pack any like warmer clothes, because it was like
warmer clothes. And
it was like
angry eyes.
It was like a late summer into like late fall tour.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he just didn't have anything warm to wear. So
wake me up
when
September ends.
So I think that's why he wore it. But still, it was just fucking cool to see him wear that.
Yeah.
And so they announced that they
cut you off from the band.
They cut me out of the band, and I'm not in it anymore.
Yeah.
They announced a couple days ago that they were coming out with their first issue of a zine. And do you know what a zine is, Gavin?
A magazine?
Well, it's like like usually zines were like when they were first being made. Excuse me. I had a lot of carbonated beverages. Yeah. So a zine usually, like when people first started making zines, like back in the 80s with like hair metal bands, stuff like that, they were usually like fan made, and some of them even ended up becoming like actual like publications. But
they actually ended up being Make America Great Again zines.
Yeah, Donald Trump
magazines.
All right, that's another ad I can write. MAGA zines.
Yes. And you won't hear that anywhere else but this podcast.
This show.
Yeah. Make sure that whenever they do the ad read, they like put this in the description.
Yeah, they will.
This timestamp.
Oh, you think they won't credit us, Gavin? So so a zine is usually like a fan made thing where it's like, you know, pictures of the band or whatever with like maybe some articles that fans write, or you know, just like whatever. I could give you a full
short stories and some poems.
Yeah, probably. Like, not even joking, probably.
Like
fan fictions. No, not really. There might be scenes with fan fictions.
You know, I was gonna say Blue Light from.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that'll probably pick up
furry
on
drawings.
It could be. So usually it's fan made.
Then just don't.
Would you prefer I cut it out, or does it really matter?
No,
I don't think it matters.
No, it's just that, you know, that would kind of geolocate us a little bit more.
We've talked about where we went to school, Gavin.
Have we?
Yeah, let's give the address. So they came out with their first issue of their zine. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, there's another one. That one snuck out. Wasn't really ready for that one. What's that? What did you just say?
Nothing.
Are you sure? Okay. So they came out with their first issue of their zine because a lot of people are making their own zines. They're kind of like having a resurgence. And so they just released it today. And they posted a video of like kind of like them flipping through a couple pages of it with the front cover a couple days ago. And I looked at it, and I remember I was watching it because I was like, oh, I want to see, you know, let me just see if I can see any pictures of them wearing the clothes I sold to them or anything like that. So I'm watching it.
Yeah, let me see if they have that hoodie.
Hey, you go. Thinking about the hoodie.
You go.
Come here.
Yeah.
Come here.
No, I mean, you know, like the Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he's like,
oh, yeah. So I remember watching the video, and I was like, I don't really see anything. Didn't even think anything of it. So then today I'm looking through the guitar player Matt West, his Instagram story, and it's like Oh, you know, they all posted the same thing, and it's like, you know, like photo shoots of them in like the new line of clothing, and there was like good pictures of the zine. And I stopped and looked at it, and I was like, holy shit, he's wearing the Carts hoodie, like on the front cover, like loud and proud, like right out in the open. And I was like,
I don't think it's loud.
I was like, how the fuck? I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, how did I not even notice this? Because it's like, if you see it, it's like, it's right there.
It's a very bizarrely colored hoodie too.
Yeah. And it was just like so fucking weird. Cause so I'm like, oh, okay. I'm just like casually on it. Well, the fucking zine sold out. So if I would have known that it was on there, I would have bought like 2 or 3 copies, but I didn't. And so I like posted it on my story and like tagged them in it. So I'm hoping maybe they'll see it and be like, oh, we'll make sure we get one for you or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I also just posted like, let me know if anyone wants to sell theirs, because I'm like, I want to buy one now.
Yeah.
It was just crazy, like super absurd to see that on. Like, if I would have saw it in the zine, I'd be like, oh, that's crazy. But to see it on the front cover is so fucking weird and cool. I mean, it's just, like, crazy because, like, that picture over there is, like, one of their single covers.
With the scribbles?
Yeah, with the scribbles. And the drummer is wearing a sweatshirt that I've worn and then sold to him. And, like, that picture.
I wore it and then I sold it to him. And then
I did.
I creamed on it all over
it.
And I gave it to him.
But that picture is on a single cover where he's wearing that. Which was like another crazy thing. So it's just cool to like see that like things are still happening from it, and they're actually coming to St. Louis towards the end of November, and I'm hoping to go.
Wow,
and
they
sell
have
to
a million monthly listeners.
A million listeners. Do you see it? Oh, he's wearing it there too. Yeah, shit, I didn't even notice that. Look at that. Look at that. So that's why I was like, man, I don't know how you got in here with all the paparazzi. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
I don't know if I can do it again. I like to wear sparkly dresses. Yeah, so that was just really crazy. So I was like, well, I got to throw it on today to rep the nation.
To commemorate it.
Actually, I have it right here. Take 2. So...
Rest in peace.
Scout's honor. Scout's honor.
We be loyal Scouts. We blows. You know what?
We blow.
I just realized.
Oh, shit.
I just realized that that's... Well, I know. I mean, I just realized that I can't believe that we actually had like... If you were... if you were like in your 4th year of Cub Scouts, you'd be a we blow. I'm not even kidding.
We blow because we blow.
And it's funny because they have so many sexual allegations against them, so. Listen, the writing was on the wall, you know, for Boy Scouts.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to remember all those who have gone before us.
The Weeblos.
The Weeblos. Boy Scouts.
Shut the fuck up!
The priest just dropped the amulet.
No, I thought it was gonna be like
the priest.
I thought it was gonna be like a like a zombie coming through the window.
It could have been. Here's the priest. Once he finds out that they found out about all the sexual allegations.
Ah, shit! I clicked the ad.
Okay, let's do it again. Can we do a take 2?
Yeah, take 2.
All right. So here's the priest. After he gets caught for all the sexual allegations with the Weeblos. Well, we just panned that guy's life out, didn't we?
Yeah. Too bad for that priest that sodomized young men. No!
forgot about that one, didn't you? Woo! Gotta keep you on your toes.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
So I sold the hoodie, and it's on a magazine cover. That's
Good
out
job.
now, but it's sold out, and I can't get it. I don't know how I'm gonna get it.
Come on down and get your free zine. Get your zine here. Come and get your zine, Carson Ralph. Carson Ralph, please redeem your zine at the...
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, that actually is really cool.
Whenever I said magazine cover.
That's why I said magazine cover.
Yeah.
Because you're wearing a red hat, you know, it just all goes together.
Well, it's more.
And they're huge. They actually played at the inauguration.
Dude, you were supposed to say that. A British band playing at the inauguration of Donald Trump.
Whoa!
It's one of their songs.
Yeah. I think we're pretty lucky that song is now public domain.
We just came up with a new zine. Coming by now. Coming by a new zine down at Billy Bob's Corner Store.
Billy Bob's Drug and Porn Store.
Cigarette and BDSM shop. We can buy some Marlboros.
Martha and Sons BDSM shop.
Martha and Sons? Ew. She would have had one.
She would have had
She would have had
pink fuzzy slippers on, along with pink fuzzy microscopes.
And her pink footy putty. Her pink fuddy putty.
She loves figgy pudding.
Bring us some figgy pudding. Look, I just called you my brother's name. That's weird. Gavin, you got a putty recently.
I did, actually. Wait, no, actually play it. Play that.
All right.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Why are you doing that?
Go ahead. Play it.
It's already playing.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that I did adopt a pussy. a grade A cat. A pussycat. She has shat all over my walls. I'm just kidding. No. All right, stop it. Cut it. Cut it. Jesus Christ. Cut it.
That's me after the show. Kevin's going to throw me down the stairs. We're going to walk all the way up and he's going to throw me down.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually did adopt a cat.
Adopt a
cat. Adopt a. Yeah.
Did you listen to Kanye's new album? Adopt a. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, so we adopted a cat. I was at work.
So you didn't adopt it?
I didn't adopt it, but it's at my apartment. Or it's at our apartment. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, she's a black tuxedo. I don't think there's any other types of tuxedo cats, but she's a tuxedo cat, and she's She was.
You call her Bond.
She was rambunctious last night.
Is she a wild child?
Yes.
Aww. Is she like people?
No, she's very timid. I walked in the door.
Good.
I walked in the door and she, just ran away from me. So.
But then, like, after you get settled, is she okay with you?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like, can you pick her up and stuff?
She doesn't really like being turned upside down like my cat at home. His name's Rigby.
That's interesting. I thought cats loved that.
I just think she's uncomfortable right now.
Gun? Boom. What's her name?
Wanda.
Like Sykes?
Yes, like Wanda Sykes.
Like the Vision?
Yeah, I think that's what the story we're gonna go with. Yeah.
Are you guys gonna keep it as Wanda though? Because you were saying that you're.
Yeah, I think we are gonna keep it as Wanda. Everybody around us liked it, so might as well keep it. I like it. So we talked about it. It was that, or we might just nickname her Slinky because she's like it's like a cat where it looks small and then you pick her up and she just becomes like this very long like cat. Yeah. Yeah.
Call her Taffy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's actually pretty good.
Stretchy.
Candy.
Gummy.
Squishy. Have you ever seen like somebody make taffy? They like have to beat the shit out of it. Yeah.
That was me trying to get the cat to be smaller.
Oh, okay. You okay?
Yeah.
But so she actually woke me up at 7 a.m. this morning because she was chasing her tail in my room.
We got to let her out to go bathroom.
Yeah.
What did she do? Slam into the wall or something?
She kept slamming into my my desk chair.
Why was she in your room at night?
Because I left my door open. I don't care. It was just like.
You sleep with the door open?
Nah, the cat's there. Yeah. What else am I supposed to do? What, like, let the cat just...
Leave her out?
No, I don't mind it.
All right. She's going to wake you up, dude.
That's fine.
Fine.
She woke me up, like, at the perfect time, too, because I felt great waking up. I was like, yeah, I woke up.
That's good.
Yeah. And then I fell back asleep. So then I woke up tired.
What did you do for the rest of the day? You had your day
I had coffee today with one of my friends, longtime friends, at Picasso's. One of my longtime friends.
So you came back here?
Mm-hmm. I've been here all day.
Doing what?
I actually came back, hung out with the dogs, and then took a nap.
Nice.
And then woke up. Mom made some pasta.
Mom
made some gabagoo. And it was some pasta and with white sauce. And she was going to show me how to make it because I asked for the ingredients.
Recipe?
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it is.
What kind of sauce was it?
Alfredo. Yeah, it's a little bit more red.
Well, you said it was a white sauce.
Yeah, white sauce Alfredo. And it was really good.
Good.
And she actually didn't make enough pasta because Sean got seconds and I wanted seconds. But I didn't have enough pasta to make a whole.
It's interesting how that works out with that boy.
Yeah.
That's the end of the show, folks. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Well, that's cool. So you just kind of hung out here, back here at home?
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
I just need the day off, you know.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
That's cool, dude. I'm glad you had the day off, and I'm glad you had the day off.
It's funny because, like, our school is, like, a leading healthcare.
Yeah, sorry, I got to
school.
take this.
Yeah. Leading a leading healthcare school, you know.
Heard of it.
And they have Columbus Day off.
I thought it was just like a fall break.
It's supposed to be a fall break, but also falls conveniently on Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day. Which there's still so many people that are like outraged against the machine, but like outraged because they keep removing Columbus like statues and stuff like that. I'm not saying that they're going to rename Columbus, Ohio to something else, but also like, I mean, Columbus literally killed an entire like tribe of Native Americans with smallpox because he was like, they're not going to give me gold. Here's a smallpox blanket. And fuck you.
And like R-worded them.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. We can't say that on YouTube.
You're not supposed to, but people do.
Yeah. No, like he pillaged the hell out of them too.
Yeah. And like set up the stigma for why there is not
and why they're called why they were called Indians because he thought they
went to
Indiana.
I was kidding. He thought he went to India.
Yeah.
And he didn't because no.
But it's funny because like the Columbus and Thanksgiving are kind of taught in like elementary school to be like this like wholesome like and same thing with MLK.
Yeah.
They're just really wholesome and it's like no. Yeah. I'm glad they ended up like kind of teaching us like the real story behind like some American history. I will say that I don't know if did you take college U.S. history in high school? Yeah. What's funny is that whenever we got to like modern day stuff, our teacher had us do presentations on it as opposed to her just teaching it because she was alive for most of it.
Yeah.
So she was like, "Yeah, here, write about the Vietnam War. Here, write about Watergate." You know.
Yeah.
And I thought that was pretty funny because it's like. It's just students leading the discussion as opposed to the teacher, which I guess technically professor, but
yeah, which is like most of college. You come to find out.
Yeah, it is kind of
stuff like that.
I mean, you do have to learn on your own, but also, I thought that was pretty fun. But I'm glad that and also, I'm pretty sure someone is doing some kind of like book or research into how Lewis and Clark are gay for each other or were gay for each other. I mean, they're not alive anymore, but.
Well, there's also like a story that has to do with that most likely Abraham Lincoln had a secret male lover. Like not even joking.
Oh, I thought it was like a mistress maybe.
No, like especially a male lover that
I was going to say, especially because Mary Tyler Moore, but it's Mary Tyler. Isn't it Mary
Todd Lincoln.
Yes. Yeah.
Mary Tyler Moore. Mary Tyler Moore Lincoln.
Yeah, Lincoln.
Yeah. No, he was...
His gay lover was John Wilkes Booth.
Exactly. I can't remember the full story, and who knows if it's even true, but I think there...
Are you sure it wasn't some anti-Republican...
Well, I read it on The Onion.
Yeah. I mean like anti-Republican, where it's like... this was from like slander from the Civil War, where they're like, "Did you know that Lincoln is gay?
He likes
men.
He likes men's cockerels."
Yeah.
No. So it was like the story is like he
went to go see his gay lover at the theater, and then he got shot by John Wilkes Booth. The other got the gay lover's lover.
He was dating. He wasn't
Mary
married
Tyler
to
Moore.
He wasn't married to Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh, he wasn't Mary Tyler Moore.
Dating her. But then
in high school
was like, God damn it, please stop.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. He was dating her, and then was like went to Lincoln
School. Lincoln School for the Blind.
Lincoln, Ohio. Okay, so he went to live with this guy, and like apparently like somehow they found out that they like slept in the same bed together, and like he didn't want to leave.
He's like, no, don't go.
To go back to Mary Tyler Moore, but he did. And so, but they don't know exactly what happened. It just like seemed, just like, I don't know. Read up on the story if you want to.
Lincoln Gay. That's what I'm going to look up.
Lincoln Gay.
Yeah. Lincoln Gay.
Abraham Gay.
Yeah. I did see this on, did you want to talk about something?
Yeah, well, I mean, I got a lot, but yeah, whatever.
Okay, so I just wanted to talk about this today.
Yeah, no, whatever.
Okay, anyway. So I saw this on Facebook today.
Heard of it? Yeah, we can do it a bit of depth.
Someone had posted this obituary of... Yeah.
She was so young.
Yeah, yeah, no, seriously, watch it. All right, so...
Watch.
This was posted on obits.oregonlive.com. And today, just like...
Should I keep playing?
No, don't.
Okay.
And it made me really upset because it was basically could be a rationale for like anti-vaccine people.
Oh, God.
So I'm going to delve into that real quick. What?
You're going to make me angry.
Yeah, a little bit. So this is the obituary. This is literally the obituary for the woman that passed away. She was like, what, 38? 48? 38? 38? 38. 37. I'm quoting it directly. She was born of Seattle, Washington, passed away unexpectedly September 7, 2021 from COVID-19 vaccine-induced thrombocytopenia, surrounded by her loving family.
You know, Spencer Foss plays the trombone.
Well, so basically what that is just blood clots from vaccines. Okay. And this is so already throwing out medical terms as if anybody already knows what that means. So anyway,
can you read what she died from again? Read it back.
Vaccine-induced vaccine-induced thrombocytopenia.
Okay.
VIT for short. Surrounded by her loving family, she was an exceptionally healthy and vibrant 37-year-old young mother with no underlying health conditions. Her name's Jessica. Was born on October 29, 1983 to Arthur and Gwen Berg in Portland, Oregon. She attended Riverdale Grade, blah, 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 blah. But this is where...
address.
Yeah. Jessica fully embraced motherhood, sharing her passion for life with her daughters. Jessica's motherly commitment was intense, with unwavering determination to nurture her children, be confident, blah, 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 blah. Where is it? Okay, during the last weeks of her life, this is where it like that would have just been a normal obituary. Save for the VIT stuff.
Yeah.
During the last weeks of her life, however, the world turned dark with heavy-handed vaccine mandates. Local and state governments were determined to strip away her right to consult her wisdom and enjoy her freedom. She had been vehemently opposed to taking the vaccine, knowing she was in good health and of a young age and thus not at risk for serious illness. In her mind, the known and unknown risk of the unproven vaccine were more of a threat. But slowly, day by day, her freedom to choose was stripped away. Her passion to be actively involved with her children's education, which included being a room mom. What the fuck is that? Anyway, was once again blocked by government mandate. Ultimately, those who closed doors and separated mothers from their children prevailed. It cost Jessica her life. It cost her children the loving embrace of their caring mother. And it cost her husband the sacred love of his devoted wife. It cost God's kingdom on earth a very special soul who was just making her love felt in the hearts of so many.
Can you show me this? Just show it to me. I'm not going to read it. I just want to see it. Okay.
It's literally like an actual obituary website, though. So then, this frustrated me so much. I'm sorry. I just like
who posted it? No, you're fine. It was working. Who posted it?
It was.
Don't say their name, obviously, but
it was someone.
Was somebody who was like, "This is ridiculous," or this.
No, they just posted it without any comment.
It was someone who's a known.
No, it was just something I saw. It had been floating around, but basically, this is the Oregonian's obituary website, and that's an actual newspaper, and they even wrote like an article saying like, hey, like they paid for this, so like we're not just not gonna publish it. Like they paid for this to be published.
Yeah,
So I looked it up and I emailed my virology professor about it. And
virology is
the study of viruses.
Yeah, I knew that. Why did I even? So fucking stupid.
You fucking idiot. So I emailed her. And she said that it was true, and that the VIT is a real thing.
And you're right, it is.
It's a real thing, but it's only been ever caused in like 15 people.
Oh, I thought it was less than that.
Yeah, it was 15 people and 7.6 million. I know it was 6 originally, but like 15 total. And
who have died or who have gotten?
Who have gotten that?
Not even died.
Not even died. But that's the thing, is that this one kind of very isolated incident can be now used as an excuse not to get it, and it's really annoying to me that out of all the vaccines that people have gotten, there have not been that many. This further peddles the misinformation that there's most of the people that are in the hospital are hospitalized because of the vaccines, no other reason.
Yeah,
and
it's just another thing for them to be able to grasp.
Yeah,
because of one person that died out of 15 out of 7 million.
Yeah,
almost
basically.
8 million. Which like the amount of things, the amount of statistics you can compare that to, is like insurmountable. Like there are so many statistics that you can die from this versus that are like way higher risk of dying than this.
Probably the most isolated incident of this ever happening, probably like forever. This is literally they still don't, she even, like my professor even said, like they don't really know why. They have no idea why, which is a problem, but it's super rare.
And like, to be honest,
but
I don't know this for sure.
But Pfizer and Moderna don't have this problem. That's what she said too, because this was a Johnson & Johnson.
Which makes me, oh my God, because Johnson & Johnson's not mRNA.
It's adenovirus.
But it makes me wonder because like, can blood clots are blood clots being caused because of the way, like say a malfunction in the way they injected it, a malfunction in
that's the thing
what
about
was in it? What was it? A bad batch?
There's really
you know
no
what
telling.
I mean?
And they even the obituary and the family both did not say whether she got the Johnson & Johnson or not.
No, of course.
And it probably was because AstraZeneca is the only other one that's adenovirus, and that's not allowed in the United States because I think it caused even more problems in England. But regardless,
it's ridiculous.
But she also said people will always find a reason to complain.
Yeah.
So, and it really is an unfortunate death. However, I think like it's super sad, but also like maybe just don't put that in the obituary because it's like she probably didn't want to be remembered for that. You didn't like nobody wants to be remembered for something like that.
And like, why are you speaking for somebody who's not here anymore?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. She got it. Well, that's the thing is that nobody, like the only person who knew her was probably the person that like wrote the obituary or knew her enough to write the obituary.
Yeah.
So it was like makes sense like why you would want to publish it because it's like oh yeah, she was like this, and it's like, who's to say? Who's to say that she actually was? I didn't know her.
Yeah,
but it was something that I saw, and I became very frustrated with, and I just had to email my professor about this because I said in the original message I had said, figured it could make or ruin your day.
I mean, there's so many things that could go in with that I don't even.
So I saw that today, and just letting you know that it is real. It is real. It's not fake news. It's a real adverse effect. However, it mostly happens in women who are also may or may not have been taking
birth control?
Birth control, yeah. I was going to say pregnancy.
Interesting.
I was going to say
pregnancy
something with pregnancy.
Pills. Yeah. Yeah, which is funny because this isn't new news. We've known this.
Yeah.
They said this. I remember hearing this when the FDA approved the Johnson & Johnson, is that they've seen that it can cause these blood right when it came out.
And 6 people. Right when it came out.
Right in the trial. They knew that before they passed it. So it's
and
not
it only happened
news.
It only happened in one male.
Yeah, and it's not the mRNA, and they can narrow it down of why it's happening. Like with the birth
certain
control
people,
and women and this and that. Not saying it can't just randomly happen.
And another thing is that if it actually does come out that it wasn't related to to birth control or anything like that,
exactly.
People are still going to complain that they moved the goalpost. They're going to be like, "Oh, they moved it. They changed it." It's like, yeah, that's science, though.
Yeah,
and that's literally the scientific method. You try it again,
and that's like a lot of the
repeatable experience.
There's a decent amount of deaths that they're saying were from COVID-19 that were probably from underlying conditions that actually killed them, and it was just they just happened to have COVID-19 when they died.
Exasperated a lot of things. About it. And
so it's the same thing.
I do feel for this family because it's like, oh, I trusted you. It's that kind of thing where it's like, oh, I trusted you that this wouldn't hurt me.
Yeah.
And and it shouldn't have.
Yeah,
you're right.
Exactly.
But also, like, the vaccine mandates didn't do that. You could find a job somewhere that doesn't have it if you're so concerned about that.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing is that a lot of people have been posting, or a couple of people on Facebook I've seen are posting like, oh, just go get a job. We don't need a second or like a third stimulus check.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, so if we're going to say we need a vaccine mandate, go find a different job.
Yeah.
Because that's literally what you're telling me to do.
Yeah.
Go find a different job. Go find something better paying or find somewhere else that's so much better for you.
Yeah. Go find something that'll fit what you
have. And
don't tell me what to do with my body. I don't want to get the vaccine, but I'm pro-life.
Yeah. I sent you that too.
Dude,
on Facebook.
I just really want to quickly talk about that too because like as somebody who has grown up Christian
mm-hmm.
and who has grown up with most of my life being someone who I would consider pro-life,
mm-hmm.
someone who I would consider, no, I don't think abortion should be allowed, and I'm don't worry.
Yeah, no. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yeah, I've always been someone who's considered that because that's what I grew up to believe. But what I've realized recently is, well, first of all, I don't really feel that way anymore, obviously. But also, I agree that it should be pro-choice.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I agree it should be pro-choice. It's not my fucking body,
right.
Not just because I'm a male, but also because that's not. If I end up having a child with someone or get someone pregnant, I wouldn't want to abort the baby, and I would hope they wouldn't either. But first of all, that has to be a decision that's made. But that's my choice.
Right.
Yeah, that's my choice.
Because it's denying an option altogether. It's literally cutting off an entire option of healthcare.
And just like, I would love if there was vaccine, what I would love to see is that they just put mandates on everything that like people who don't get the vaccine literally cannot do anything anymore.
Yeah.
But I don't think that there should be a total call of like, everybody needs to get the vaccine or you're going to be arrested. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like that would not be pro-choice. That's, that's telling someone they need to do something.
That's the thing about it is that it's kind of crazy to me that there's so many people who had probably gotten the polio vaccine back in the day.
Yeah.
That probably also kind of had to go through the same thing, but since it was so controlled and people were just so like, yeah, sure, it works.
Yeah, yeah.
There were probably adverse events that happened. And there was some crazy shit that happened.
Probably more. I mean, it was,
exactly. And that's the thing
is
that...
look back on science and medicine back then.
They just didn't talk about it. They just didn't talk about it.
They never give you a tapeworm if you were getting fat. They thought that make you lose weight.
They thought that radium was good for everything. As a matter of fact, good for lighting everything.
Mercury.
Yeah, mercury was great.
Everything.
Lead.
Lead
Was literally put in gas.
Yeah, asbestos.
Yeah.
They used the scene where it starts snowing in Wizard of Oz. That's asbestos.
Cool.
That rains down on Mary Tyler Oz.
That's good.
Did you know that?
No.
It's asbestos. Yeah, that they're dropping all over her.
Hey.
Great scene.
Great scene.
Anyway, sorry.
Damn shame.
Yeah, it's
But,
sorry. I didn't mean to go off on the abortion tangent there.
No. I think
that's something that I felt like I've been wanting to say.
That's something else
that
I've also seen, and just not even to sway somebody to think this way, but also like I don't want to create like a what if, like what if you obviously this would not. Let's just say I don't want to. I'd hate the what if game because you can literally go what ifs all day, and it's so annoying to me.
Yeah.
But it's also just imagine denying someone, or just imagine a healthcare place just denying you healthcare because you have brown hair. You know, it's like okay.
Yeah.
Also, we made it illegal for like every person with brown hair ever to ever get any type of hair dye. You are going to be brown haired forever.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
And now you're gonna have to live with that for the rest of your life. Is that cool? Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's the best thing I can come up with is that it's like or off the top of my head is that it's like it's not gonna affect you if you're not brown haired.
Yeah.
But you know it's good to have a choice of being able to dye your hair.
No, exactly. I don't know why it took me. I mean, it didn't take. I shouldn't say it took me that long because I felt different about it for a while. But I don't know why it took me so long to realize. Oh yeah, why can't people have the choice? Just because I don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to doesn't mean that other people shouldn't be able to. Like it's a free country. We should be able to actually do things that are. Yeah. We have the right to do.
It's kind of nuts that was just became such a popular topic for.
Yeah.
Decades even.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I 100% pro-choice and think people should be able to do whatever they want.
I agree.
So what if you were just like, I don't think so?
Yeah.
You're like, I don't think so. I'm pro-life.
Yeah, I don't think so. Everybody should live.
You rip off and you have a pro-life tattoo.
Yeah. Mom.
You have a baby tattooed on your stomach.
You got a fetus.
Did you see that woman that swallowed a brain?
No.
I'll show you. This poor woman. God, I feel so bad for her. This poor woman swallowed a whole brain. She swallowed a brain whole, Gavin.
So is that something you wanted to talk about on the show today?
Yeah, this poor woman swallowed a brain.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Aww.
That would suck. The gut.
Poor girl.
The brain of your body.
Do you remember the gut?
The gut. I do remember the gut.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
I knew it. I do.
I
know what you're talking about.
I died. Can you kill a little time while I go get some sweetness?
Yes. Get some sweetness.
Why don't you...
Why don't
do you have why don't you do you have something you would like to talk about, or can I give you something to talk about?
Give me something to talk about, babe.
Talk about
I am currently compliant. Fuck you.
Why don't you talk about your finals? Because I'll probably whenever you tell me, I'll tune you out.
Midterms?
Sorry, midterms. When you tell me about it, I'll tune you out anyways. So.
Yeah, sounds good.
No, I'm just kidding. Why don't you talk about your midterms and your past week? Oh, and work. You can talk about work too, because you worked over the weekend.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'll be listening.
Work was fun this weekend because it was really laid back and chill. It was just super chill, man.
Super chill.
Yeah, man. And it's work. But it's exciting. Every single day in there is every single day in the hospital is something new. But yeah, as far as midterms go, midterming. I am usually not good at just taking exams in general, so it kind of sucks. But hey, yeah, I mean, I got to get back in the swing of things. I was still really stressed out whenever I was taking some of these exams, so I feel really stupid. It feels so stupid. And I also, it's kind of funny because I watched like every single, holy shit. I watched like every single lecture and still scored 2 points better than my last exam, and I didn't do anything for the last exam. So, not looking at it. I'm not looking at it. Don't look at me. You got a cup?
That's what I'm going to go get, you asshole.
You got a cup?
You got a cup.
I got a cup.
Do you have a cup?
But yeah, but I think it is just kind of what? Wow, all tied up in Boston tonight. Red Sox were up 5-0 at one point. Sucks to be a Boston fan. You're home.
Also sucks to be a Cardinals fan.
Yeah, wearing a Cardinals hat. Wearing a Cardinals hat for those listening.
Fuck the Dodgers. I'm just kidding. Kind of. I don't really care about baseball. All right, Gavin. I'm back. Did you miss me? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I did miss you.
All right. Well, folks, where do we begin? We have recently been doing a new tradition for some reason on the show where we try out drinks. We try out new drinks that are sweeping the nation. Last week we did chocolate Dr. Pepper, and the first one we ever did right here is Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew. And
chocolate Dr. Pepper?
Flamin' Dew. So, to keep with that, and also in the fall spirit, I purchased what is known as the fall flannel pack of Bud Light seltzers. Now, I absolutely despise Bud Light seltzers. I do not like Bud Light seltzers. I like all the other seltzers, but I don't like the way Bud Light seltzers taste.
I do not like Big Bo J Mojach.
I do not like green. So I don't like them at all. How do you feel about Bud Light seltzers?
They're okay. They're a little they taste like medicine sometimes.
They taste too much like beer to me. Which I like beer.
But I thought there was zero beer in these.
It's made from seltzer is made from either hops or barley.
Hey, they got stevia in here.
Sativa or indica?
No, stevia.
Sativa. So I first heard about these because somebody posted this toasted marshmallow flavor and said on Twitter, this is going to be horrible. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And so as soon as I saw this pack, I was like, yep, I'm going to get that for Gavin and I to try all of them on the podcast because toasted marshmallow is not even the worst one.
I'm excited to see what this flavor is.
Yeah. So the 4 flavors are apple crisp, maple pear. I have them in the range of least gross to grossest. Maple pear, which sounds Toasted marshmallow does not sound good. And the grand finale is pumpkin spice, which sounds absolutely fucking horrible to me. So we're going to try them all. We're going to see how they taste, see what we think of them, and let you guys enjoy us suffering. And I have a little thing for dessert here that I'll talk about after. Should we try them?
Go ahead, pour me out, baby.
Now you got to drive home, mister, so. First, we are cracking open the apple crisp.
I do have to drive home,
bro. Oh, my gosh. That smells crazy. Apple pie. Yeah. Why are you grossed out by that?
No, I'm just saying, whoa.
That's wow.
Absurd. That's absolutely absurd.
Smash the whole thing.
Pour me a little.
Pour me a little bit.
I just want a bit of a taste.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
It also trips me out that they're clear.
Yeah. That's nuts.
That's crazy. It smells exactly like an apple crisp. I was just thinking it was going to be like a crisp apple. All right, here we go. Apple crisp by Light Flannel. Whoa.
Not that bad.
That's weird, though. It tastes like an apple crisp. You can taste the cinnamon. I can even taste like the buttery crust of it.
Yeah.
You know these are going to get fucking weird if this one's already weird off the bat. But it's good. I like it. I wouldn't. I don't think I could drink the whole thing.
Yeah. I can't imagine just sipping on this the whole. I just can't imagine sitting here with a whole bunch of friends and then just sipping on that the whole time.
I would get so sick.
But hey, you got the whole pack now.
Not bad. Yeah, they're gonna sit in there until next Christmas. Next Christmas. I'm not even talking about Christmas yet. Halloween. I'm drunk. I'm just kidding.
I will say,
fucker. God damn it! What were you gonna say? Apologize.
I will say that apple crisp immediately did make me think about like fall.
Yeah, right?
Immediately.
Dude, this one, I don't know about this. That is maple syrup.
That is
fresh from grandma's tit. That's so weird. I'm not gonna. This is not gonna go well. This is gonna.
Don't spit take on me.
This is gonna come out the same way it went in.
My butt.
Out of a can.
Butt. I'm gonna butt chug it. You want to butt chug stuff with me?
Why not?
On the show.
We got all day.
Might as well.
Let's get a cheers.
What does that smell like?
It smells like maple syrup. It smells like breakfast cereal.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna get weird.
That's pear.
Not as bad as it smells.
It tastes like pear and then syrup, like in that order. Pear and syrup.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it.
It's okay.
So far, the order is correct. Again, like, I really cannot sip on this. Like, I already feel like I'm getting sick from it.
That's so curious. This is interesting. I will say, this is probably the best Bud Light seltzer I've ever had, though.
You know what? That's exactly how I'm feeling too. Like after that apple crisp, like I didn't taste any beer from it.
No, this is.
I'm not even really tasting like alcohol.
Yeah, what's the?
It's 5.
Really?
It's a 5, yeah. Boy, that's weird.
I feel like I'm in a wine tasting.
If it was just pear, that'd be really good. Like just pear would be a great flavor.
I think the maple would just be a good flavor.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I would. Oh, no, thank you.
That's Christmas.
But,
Christmas
I love
is
that
coming.
Pear.
Oh,
Christmas
I wonder if
coming.
they're gonna have an eggnog one.
Dude, if they have Christmas ones, whoo, doggy. Also, we are both 21 here. If you're not 21, don't drink it. Don't drink along with us. All right.
And also, if you're listening to this in the car, don't drink along with us either.
Definitely don't drink and drive, unless you want to.
Unless you want to, and then you get cut by the cops.
I just don't understand why more people don't text and drive.
You're right.
It's time saving. All right, here we go.
I don't see why more people shave and brush their teeth in the car too.
Not a very strong flavor. Smell, sorry. Not a very strong smell. But
ooh. I like this already.
Did you ever have s'mores breakfast cereal?
Yeah. That's what that smells like.
That's exactly what it smells like to me.
I remember the ads for that.
Yeah, me too. I used to play this it was like some website called like Postopia.
Oh yeah.
And it was Post Cereal's website and they had games on there. And that's how I saw cereal. Sorry, I kind of bored you.
This one smells like. This smells like vanilla.
Yeah, very vanilla-y.
Vanilla. It almost smells like vanilla extract.
That's probably all they could use in it.
I was smelling the I was smelling the microphone for the record. I don't know if anybody saw that, but I was like literally going.
Hold on, let me get a smell.
It smells like coffee.
It really smells. See, this is what I'm concerned about, though.
Getting really drunk off of this.
No.
Oh.
Because that's what I'm hoping for.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
What I'm concerned about is because the only way they can get a toasted flavor with a drink or like a cold thing is to put like liquid smoke in it.
No, I don't think they did.
And that's what I'm concerned about because I hate liquid smoke. It doesn't smell smoky. And a lot of...
I think...
Hold on. I don't know. I might be getting a little tinge of something there. You're right. It's mostly vanilla, though. Oh. Nope. No. Nah.
It's okay.
I can't because it's that fake vanilla flavor in a drink, and I hate it.
Drinking it fast actually is pretty good.
Old yogurt.
Even better.
Tastes like yogurt.
That's what it does. That's also what it smells like. It smells like vanilla yogurt.
Yep. No smoky flavor, though. But
which is good.
That is terrible. Vanilla. If you like vanilla, you'll like it. And I don't.
And I fucking hate it.
And I fucking don't want any more of him. All right.
I actually don't really. My family's never done anything with pumpkins, like pumpkin spice related stuff, or like pumpkin pie, or we've done pumpkin carving, but I really haven't done anything with it.
Yeah.
Obviously, people are really excited about pumpkin spice stuff. As soon as it got like below like 80 degrees, people were like, pull out the flannels.
Not even below. It's been 80 degrees.
Yeah, I know. Since. But I mean, like, whenever it first hit, like...
It's finally going to cool down. Dude, it felt good out there earlier.
Yeah, it did.
It's finally cooling down. No, booked.
Holy shit.
I'm not well. Help me. Yeah, so obviously... hold on just a second. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. I love pumpkin stuff. I've never had a pumpkin spice latte, though. Maybe this will be the year. I don't know.
This is what's going to make you have a pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin nice. Pumpkin nice.
Pumpkin nice.
I just would rather have a pumpkin nice.
I like to have a pumpkin nice night.
Nice. Good night. Yeah, but I love pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin spice things.
I like pumpkin.
I like pumpkin. I like cherries. And, wait, you got to be somewhere?
No, I'm just looking at the time.
Yeah, so I like pumpkin spice stuff, but I just don't see how an alcoholic pumpkin like I keep seeing pumpkin beer at the grocery store, and every time I'm like, ugh, nothing about it sounds good.
Well, that's the thing is that pumpkin to me just smells like fart. So whenever somebody's like, oh yeah, I like this pumpkin flavored thing, I'm like, yeah, you like farts.
You like farts. Give that a smell. Tell me what you think. I know exactly what it smells like.
Cinnamon.
To me, it smells like a can of, and I'm going to be real specific here, it smells like a can of Libby's pumpkin pie mix.
It smells
because
like...
it smells like cold pumpkin pie.
It kind of smells like cinnamon peaches to me.
If you've ever opened a can of pumpkin pie mix, Libby's pumpkin pie mix, it smells exactly like this.
It smells like peach cobbler to me.
Yeah, I can get because you can smell the crust, which is crazy to me. I mean, I smell the pumpkin, though.
Pumpkin.
Should be orange.
I would honestly like it if they put like artificial color into it.
Yeah, it would make me happy. It would make me feel better. Here you go, buddy. All right, grand finale. Pumpkin spice for the pumpkin. That's
Pumpkin
nice.
King.
This is I think we only have 2 more episodes for Halloween. We have 1 more episode and then the Halloween special that we'll need to talk about. Yeah, really cinnamony when you pour it out.
Not bad.
It's weird. I'm not as grossed out as I was at the toasted marshmallow, but that's just because of that vanilla flavor I'm not a fan of. But I mean, it's not horrible.
I kind of want to show this to my friends just because it's like very interesting.
We can all have a drink-a-thon. I got to see if my Hunter's tried these yet. Because
he's a flavor expert.
He's a flavor chemist. And he likes alcohol. Whew. What would you say your rank? What's your...
In that order.
In that order? Same. Actually, I think I would put pumpkin spice third. Toasted marshmallow would be last.
I would say the toasted marshmallow one is like very artificial.
And that's why I hate it. I hate that artificial vanilla. I don't like it. I don't like BJ Modak.
I don't like BJ Modak.
Do you mind if I drink this one?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Fine. Yeah, going back to that apple crisp, man, that's a good choice. But yeah, that apple crisp one is like very like fall Christmassy.
Happy.
And it makes me happy.
Makes me happy.
You ready for some dessert?
Sure.
This is our first food taste test. So obviously caramel apples. Caramel apples.
Apples.
Caramel apples are a
staple.
Anything, right? Okay. Caramel apples are a staple for this time of the year, just like all these wonderful flavors are.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
But I saw this at the grocery store, and I was like, that's interesting, but it's also not as crazy as I wanted it to be. Gavin, do you know what Red Hot Riplets are?
Yeah.
So Red Hot Riplets are a chip that's like native to the St. Louis area. And I would leave it plugged in. They're like a chip that's like well known here, and there is a Happy Apple, which is like if you're gonna get a caramel apple, it better be a Happy Apple.
That's what I always say.
But it's with caramel dipped apple and red hot dusted peanuts. So it's not chips, but they're peanuts, but they're spicy.
Okay.
So I was like, let's try that because, well, what do you think of caramel apples before I give my opinion?
Again, as many fall activities that I usually do, apple picking and stuff like that is not one of the most.
Well, this is an apple pick. I didn't go pick this off of a fucking tree, Gavin.
Okay, well, I never made caramel apples. Fuck you.
I didn't make them either. Okay, it just smells like caramel.
I don't know. Apples really hurt my teeth.
Have you ever had a caramel apple?
No.
What? You've never had like a caramel apple like this?
Nope. Not to my knowledge.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm really not a big like apple like off the apple eater.
Well, thank you for asking. I am a big caramel apple fan. I love me.
Apple just hurts my teeth. I don't know why. It just hurts my gums really bad.
Apple will hurt your bank account too.
Here, high five.
All right, dude. All right, well, I'm going to give you this sliver that hopefully won't hurt your teeth. You don't have to eat the whole thing. Take it. There you go. You can grab paper towel. There's got somebody behind you. That's somebody behind you. Can you give me one too? Oh, shit. Don't tell Gavin, but I took a little taste. Take it, please. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Cheers. Red Hot Riplet candy apple. Mm-hmm. Woo! That's spicy though, boy. I like it. I genuinely like it. It's spicy though.
This is the weirdest fucking thing I've ever eaten. Like hands down.
Well, you should have started with a regular caramel apple first.
Well, I mean, I like the flavor of caramel apple. It's just like I don't eat caramel apples like that.
Going back for seconds though. It's very weird. It's definitely weird. But I like that sweetness. I like that saltiness. I do like the spice. As spicier than I thought it was going to be.
It is spicier than I thought it would be.
That's good, though.
Actually, it's pretty good.
You like it?
It's soft, too.
You can tell me if you don't like it. Well, yeah. So to make them have a shelf life that'll last longer, they like soak the apples in something. So they get
God knows what.
God knows what. Anthrax.
Formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and have the rest if you want.
Oh, I will. It's spicy, man. It's good, though. Yeah. But yeah, it's spicy. Whew. I'm going to eat this last piece. I'll save the rest for later.
It literally goes apple, peanut, caramel, spice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. That spice hits you, boy. You know what I will say, though? I don't know if I've ever actually had Red Hot Riplets. I think I've tried them, but I don't think I've had them on their own. Definitely have not had Red Hot Riplet peanuts before, though.
No.
Have you had Red Hot Rip-Ups? Rip-Ums?
Yeah.
What do you think of them? Or the
Spicy.
chia? Like spicy like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's spicy. I'm getting a sweat going on here.
You want anything?
No, I think I'm good. Thank you, though. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, I'm dying. We hope you're enjoying these taste tests. I think we'll probably continue doing a lot of taste tests probably until the end of the year, just because, you know, there's a lot of close the fucking door. God damn it! What, did you grow up in a barn? Back at the barnyard? Go on down to South Park. Yeah, no, I think we'll probably continue doing a lot of taste tests throughout the year, just because there's a lot of stuff that comes out in Christmas time, and as Gavin has pointed out, he's not didn't grow up in a very festive household.
I did grow up in a festive household. It's just I never had like that stuff.
You never had a caramel apple. You haven't seen Home Alone. You didn't grow up in a
I
fucking festive
hate
household.
Home Alone. Home Alone.
You've never
sucks.
seen it.
No, I have.
You told me you haven't seen it.
I said I have. I haven't seen Home Alone 2.
You told me you haven't seen Home Alone.
I've seen Home Alone.
When?
I don't know. It's been on multiple times.
Give me a time.
October 13th, 2007.
We're going to do a back-to-back Home
11:13
Alone 1 and 2 special. Mm-hmm. Me and you on a Friday afternoon in July.
It's going to fucking suck.
Not for me. I'm going to be smiling the whole time. Ear to ear, Gavin. I'm going to be smiling ear to ear because I love Collie McGaukin and I love Christmas. Yeah, so we'll probably continue doing... how do we get it? We'll probably continue doing taste tests throughout the year. I don't know if we'll have our next episode just because they kind of come on spur of the moment. But if anybody wants to send us any liquid to drink, please do. Are you okay if we go a little bit long today?
Yeah.
I had one more thing I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
Gavin, do you know what movie premieres this coming weekend?
Halloween. This is Halloween.
This is Halloween. 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 Halloween.
Baba Booey.
I love Renaissance Fair.
Come on down and grab your woman and
I love
your
Plants
loot.
vs. Zombies. Brains.
Grab
I think
your
I said that last
loot
time.
and grab your tin drum and join us tonight.
Grab your mandolin.
At the Ren Fair.
At the Renaissance Fair.
If I do say so myself. I don't know.
If I do say so myself.
If I do say so myself. Jack-o'-lantern lullabies.
Okay.
So
Christopher designs yellow sapphire fashion ring.
Halloween Kills comes out this coming weekend.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna jerk off
To
Michael
Jamie
Myers.
Lee Curtis.
To old Jamie. Oh, Jamie.
Didn't she have like a shirtless scene?
No.
In
Yeah,
like
in the first one.
Okay.
You can see her.
Yeah.
You can
I
see
bet.
her. Wait. You can
Her
see
nippers.
You can see her.
Her putty.
You can see full frontal putty
Her
in the first Halloween movie.
Hey, you never know.
They put it on the front cover too.
Holy shit.
She actually has a shirtless scene in this one. And it's just,
saggier.
dude, come on. She might have had plastic surgery.
I would kind of hope not.
I hope not too. That'd be interesting. Halloween Kills comes out this weekend, and I am seeing the first showing on Thursday because it technically, well,
By yourself with nobody else.
I'm in a theater
You-
full of horror nerds.
You lonely fuck.
You know what? You should really start considering salads.
You should seriously start considering salads.
So it releases on Friday technically, but they don't
we gotta
do.
grab that clip, by the way.
Oh yeah, we should remind me of that.
Yeah.
But they don't do midnight releases anymore because nobody wants to work that late. Nobody wants to work at all because Biden, thanks.
And that's why gas is $3.
I was like, yes, is it $1.50 anymore? When I was rich, supply gas, not a gas. Supply and demand doesn't exist. I got a gas in the corner. Oh God.
To the people, also on that note, to the people who don't, oh my God, taste it, no balls.
It's not enough. Go on, what were you saying?
To the people that think the president controls the gas prices, what are you gonna do? Not buy gas?
Go fuck yourself.
What are you gonna do? Not buy gas? That's what I thought.
No balls.
No balls. You won't just
No balls. You won't piss in your gas tank.
no balls. I won't siphon your gas and use it for my own because you didn't want to pay for it.
Well, Gavin, if you don't want to pay for gas, just buy a Prius.
There
All
you
those
go.
people want to buy a Prius, right?
Yeah. No, exactly. Buy a Tesla.
Or Prius. Prius truck. So Halloween kills. So they don't
Halloween
do,
kills.
They don't do midnight releases anymore because nobody wants to work. So the midnight release
Is like 8 o'clock, right?
7. It's 7. And I'm going to that showing at AMC. So if you're listening to this on Friday,
He's an
you can catch me
AMC
there.
Stubbs member.
I am actually. I'm a
I know.
stubby boy.
I know he doesn't even use the AMC Stub line.
Yeah, because I'm not a fucking nerd.
You have AMC stubs.
I don't care.
You use it is what you do. You pay
What
for
are you
it.
gonna? What are you? What are you gonna tell?
I'm
all
gonna
the
tell
people.
him.
What are you gonna tell all the people who grew up during Hitler's time that there's an AMC stubs line? No. I don't even know what that means.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
I was just trying to say something without being too inappropriate. Halloween Kills.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm super fucking excited because I'm a big horror. I've become a big horror nerd.
Well, it's probably because of Jamie Lee
past couple
Curtis's
years.
like
I could give
young
a
nipples.
fuck less about. Why did
That's
you
what
have
it
to
is.
Say that? Why
well,
did
I
you
mean,
have to
because there's
say her
probably
young
old nipples in this one, in this upcoming one.
There might be nipples in this one. There was nipples.
Tasteful nipple.
Tasteful nipple. What's a tasteful nipple look like?
You know, it's like like you know, if they're walking around shirtless all the time, you know, it's like that's like way
so
too
like
much
tasteful's like here's a little.
Yeah, here's a
little.
Oh, okay, that's a good nipple.
Like, would you see the Many Saints of New York had a tasteful
Oh yeah,
nipple?
for sure. If it had a tasteful nipple, they did have tasteful nipple. That's tasteful nipple. That's tasteful nipple.
And my God,
were those tasteful.
Maron. Halloween Kills.
Yeah, so Halloween Kills. Right.
What were you saying? Nipples.
Halloween nipples.
Halloween nipples. I mean nipples. I mean nipples.
I mean
Jamie Lee Curtis, young nipples. Halloween Kills. I'm super excited for it. I've seen almost every single Halloween movie. I have not seen Resurrection yet.
Or the internet one.
And that's the Resurrection.
Or the internet one.
And I haven't seen
the internet.
No,
one?
you're talking about that fan film. And I haven't seen either of Rob Zombie's. So those are like the 3 worst Halloween movies that I haven't seen yet.
Oh, Rob Zombie poster. You know what I'm talking about?
Death through the ditches and burn. That Rob Zombie. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. So I've seen almost all of them. I'm going to eventually watch those other 3. I just haven't had time to. Last night I rewatched.
Right for you, Little Uzi, a Rob Zombie poster.
Is Uzi making that noise? All right. Thank you, Nardwar. So, Halloween Kills. I rewatched Halloween from 2018 last night.
That's the one without Jamie Lee Curtis's nipples. You're going to have to like timeline it out for me.
I got you. No, this is the one where they show the scene of they show the scene that you've seen a million times as Michael Myers as a young kid killing his sister, where you see her nipples.
No way.
Yeah, swear to God. His sister's like 20-something.
No, I'm going to have to start watching these movies. That's what got you in these movies in the first place.
Every movie has nipples. I was promised that.
As a horror fan.
As a horror fan.
Oh, okay.
Not a horror, a horror fan.
Okay, I got you.
Just kidding. Halloween Kills. So Halloween 2018 is like the prequel to this movie.
Prequel to the original movie? The one with Jamie Lee Curtis?
This is going to be the clip for next week for sure.
Halloween Kills. Oh, God. Halloween 2018.
2018. Not a prequel to the one with Jamie Lee Curtis's young nipples.
Damn it!
I do apologize. It's kind of like the whole movie line is it gets so misconstrued.
Especially because Jamie Lee Curtis's
nipples are not in this one.
Exactly. But don't make an appearance.
I don't even know what this is a prequel to technically. I think actually, you know what? It's funny as you say that. I think it is a sequel to the first one with her nipples.
It's a sequel to the one with her nipples? Or?
I think so.
Okay.
But I don't know if it follows the line of it because Michael Myers is old, but
does this have anything to do with like the Alien franchise?
Halloween Kills. So David Gordon Green, which is a fun name to say, I just realized.
David Gordon Green
Levitt is the
Joseph Gordon-Levitt
was given
Jamie Lee Curtis.
3
Halloween. Why is everybody have 3 names in this movie?
Jamie Lee Curtis, David Gordon Green,
Jamie Lee Curtis.
David Gordon Green, Jamie Lee Curtis,
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Jamie Lee Curtis's nipples.
Jamie Curtis nipples.
Jamie Lynn Spears.
Jamie Lee Spears.
Jamie Lynn.
Conservatorship.
Nipples.
I think conservatorship has a cameo in this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've heard.
They just don't give Billy. They don't give Billy Ray Cyrus the movie anymore.
Hold on a second.
They stopped giving Billy Ray Cyrus the movie rights to Halloween. Jason Gordon Green. Jason.
I can't do it anymore. Oh.
So
Jason
Halloween.
Voorhees, Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
So they gave David Gordon Green's 3 movies, 3 Halloween
nipples.
movies. Oh, I'm red like a pumpkin. Happy Halloween! Woo! Halloween Kills. They gave him 3 movies that you could do for the Halloween franchise.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was Halloween. It's just called Halloween, but it's Halloween 2018 as people call it.
Without Jamie Lynn
Which is
Curtis
40 years after the first Halloween.
Oh, jeez.
Which is crazy.
Not some good nipples.
No, David. So, he was given 3 movies to do. 2018 Halloween, Halloween Kills, and then Halloween Ends, which will hopefully come out next year. Halloween Kills was supposed to come out last year, but with COVID, don't know if you heard of it, it got shut down. So this is starts off where the last one ended.
Oh, so I have to go watch Halloween 2018?
Yeah.
You should.
I would say that
even though it doesn't have Jamie Lee Curtis's nipples.
It does not have her nipples in it, but you should watch it.
Okay. But
you
it
should
has
also
other
watch
nipples in it, though,
if
right?
you want to. It does have nipples in it. I'll let you know if this one does too.
Okay.
So yeah, he was given these 3 movies to do, and this is the second one, and then he'll do one next year, and then it might be a little break before another Halloween movie comes out. He found his good spot. And yeah, so if you do want to see Halloween Kills, you should watch 2018 first. And you should also just watch 2018 Halloween because it's like one of the best Halloween movies in the franchise.
Bold
I would say it goes 1, 3, 2018, back to 2, and then yada yada whatever.
And then Jamie Lee Curtis's pimples.
Pimples. Jamie Clean Curtains. Jamie Lee Curtains Pimples. Jamie Clean Curtains Clearwater Revival.
Pearson's nipples.
Jamie pierces her nipple. I'm sweating so much. Oh, I'll call an ambulance.
Because of that damn phone.
I don't even know what that means. So I'm really excited for this movie. I can't wait to watch it.
I bet you are.
So I'm seeing it 7:00 first showing on Thursday. If you want to go with me, I need a date. And then I'm probably also gonna see it at the drive-in on Friday. Wow. I'm gonna see it twice. Wow.
Wow, you were a lonely old man, aren't
But they're not showing any other good movies on Friday unless I want to watch 007's Death.
Yeah, you could.
I don't want to watch that.
Really?
I mean, I might.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be interesting.
But I also don't want to get home late because I got a wedding I got to go to the next day.
Well, I mean,
so.
you could just...
So I might be seeing it twice. I'm for sure seeing it once. I already bought my ticket. I was going to ask you if you wanted to go, but I knew you were busy, so...
I don't have work this weekend, so...
Wait, would you want to go with me on Friday? Oh, shit. I lost him. Maybe if I... Oh, there he is.
Oh, hey.
Would you want to go with me on Friday, maybe? To the drive-in? Oh, fuck, I lost him again.
I don't know.
We'll talk about it.
We'll see.
You don't want to see James Bond's death? No Time for Dying?
No time.
I can, but then I'll have the movie memorized, and then I can say every line.
There's this kid in Rango that did that. Whenever I went to go see Rango in theaters.
Really? Did anybody say anything to him?
His parent was like, "Stop."
Was he saying it loud?
Yes, he was repeating the lines like very loud.
Oh my god!
Very
I would have everywhere.
Halloween kills.
Halloween Nipples. That might be the name of this episode, I think. Halloween Nipples. All right, dude. What you listening to, huh? Good interlude there. Do you want me to go first?
Yow!
Do you want me to go first, Dad?
So,
Right.
actually, I do have something. So, I listened to Everything and You by Dreams We've Had. They have this one song that stuck out to me called News from the War. And it's a very good, like, synthesizer, like, it's, like, great to turn up in the car, like, full blast, because the synthesizer is so overwhelming.
Oh, that's
it's kind of
cool.
like a space song by Beach House kind of feel to it. So it's similar to that.
Like Miami Sound Machine. I like it.
Yeah. So
Sounds
pretty
like
good.
Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, so I started listening to the whole album, and it's just a great
Can you tell me it one more time?
Everything and You by Dreams We've Had.
Dreams We've Had.
Yeah.
Have you listened to anything else by this group?
No, just this album, really. And
Interesting.
it's
What are they? Electric?
Yeah, electric-y.
Ambient?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I'd say it is a little bit more ambient. I was listening to it on my way here, and it was starting to get a little bit more ambient. But it's the song titles are very
spacey. Kevin.
well. One of them is "Darling." This one, the one that I like, is called "News from the War." Nothing compares to you. A song I wrote for you when we were falling in love. Benny Boy, a beautiful embrace. You can always kill yourself tomorrow. Perfectly out of place.
Jeez.
It all feels the same. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a pretty depressing album. I was listening
Sounds
to.
like it.
But regardless, it's still a really good listen. And I think I think that maybe you listen. I think maybe you'd like it. But
I like stuff like that.
yeah,
I like
it is pretty depressing though. I will say
that's fine.
pretty depressing.
And
I'd put it over like a short film soundtrack almost.
Oh, that's cool.
I would make that whole
I like
album.
stuff like that.
I would almost make that whole album like a soundtrack for a short film.
Yeah, no, I that's
Especially
I
around
enjoy
like
that kind of stuff.
around like dusk.
Yeah, I like score music.
Yeah.
Stuff like
It
that.
kind of sounds like that to me.
Yeah, well, speaking of stuff like that, Gavin, I am listening to, keeping up with my Halloween-themed, what I'm listening to.
Mm-hmm.
I am listening to the Shining soundtrack, the 1980 film The Shining. Obviously, everybody knows that fucking movie. And I was keeping with my theme of wearing the thing I'm talking about, because I just got, Vans did a horror drop. And they had
Really, I had no idea.
Yeah, they came out with a pair of slip-ons with the two twins from The Shining on them.
That's sweet.
So I was wearing those today. I'll show them to you later.
Yeah.
Show
me after the show.
I will. They're in my bedroom. Yeah, it's just I mean, if you like the movie, you'll definitely like the soundtrack a lot more. Like after watching the movie,
Yeah.
I mean. But it's one of those where like I don't usually it's not something I would normally listen to in the fall. It's more of like a winter album in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, The Shining's more of like a winter horror movie.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like there's certain horror movies that I'm like I'd prefer to watch it around this time than
I think
now.
another reason why people would associate it with Christmas is because it takes place in Maine, so it's like pine tree.
It takes place in Colorado.
Maine-y. I thought in the book maybe it takes place in Maine.
Maybe it takes place in Colorado though.
Maybe it's. I think maybe it's Evergreens then.
Maybe it's Colorado.
Like all the pine trees and stuff. That's it. Like in the opening scene.
Yeah, in Colorado.
Maybe it was filmed in Maine. I don't know why I
Halloween
thought it was.
Kills.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was in Maine.
No, it actually is in Colorado because you can actually like go stay at the resort that they filmed it at. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's in the book. I'm not sure. I'd never heard that before. Yeah, it's just like a very like, kind of like because of the movie. I think I feel this way, but like, it's like you feel like you're kind of like snowed in because it feels a little bit. I guess I want to say like kind of like the feelings I get from the soundtrack are kind of like trapped.
Stephen King is from Maine. That's why.
Wow, what a weird connection you made there.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. Maybe that's probably where he got the inspiration for it from. So the soundtrack makes me feel very like kind of like I'm trapped in, like I'm
anxious.
Alone, a little anxious. There's parts where
claustrophobic.
It's like claustrophobic. There's parts where like anxiety kind of builds up. It's just a really good soundtrack though. One of my favorite horror soundtracks, but it's a very hard one to actually find because there's like certain songs that like are that you can listen to. There's certain ones that aren't.
This song is not allowed in your country.
Exactly, like stuff like that. And like I don't even know. I'm sure if I went to the Wikipedia page, I could find the actual like song listing. Yeah, track list. But the two songs that you definitely should listen to are the first two, which is The Shining, which is the main opening song, where it's like, the shots of like going through the mountains and stuff like that, where that song plays. And there's another one called Rocky Mountains, which is really, really good.
High.
Rocky Mountain. You should listen to those. That's really all you need to listen to from this album.
All right.
I mean, there's other good stuff,
but
one of the things that I did that I really had a fun time with back when we had that really big snowstorm at the beginning of this year, where we got like a shit ton of snow,
a shitstorm of thorn,
a shitstorm of cream,
of corn,
of corned cobs, of corn. Is I took a bunch of videos outside from inside my house, and I played the main theme.
Oh yeah.
So this is my favorite one.
Yeah.
And so I just kept my camera really still.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So I had a lot of fun making those. It's just a great movie and a great soundtrack. And, just keeping up with the horror theme and the Halloween theme.
Mm-hmm.
So, Gavin, why don't you go ahead and cue our outro music so we can get the fuck out of here, huh? What do you got to do? You got to be home to study for anything? That's good. So you don't have like a hard out. Not that funny. Why don't you outro it since I did intro, huh?
Well, everybody,
all right.
Thanks for listening to the It Takes All Kinds podcast, episode 32. Correct? 32. Is that what today is?
Correct. Is that today?
Is that today? And really appreciate everybody that's been showing support and sending stuff our way. Thank you, and continue showing us new things to be talking about on the show.
Yeah.
Thanks for bearing with us. Thanks for bearing with us through the good, the bad, and the horrors.
And the nipples.
And the nipples.
Goodbye, bye.